Going up against Dan O'Connor. The tip's controlled by Cahokia. As Silas takes it in backcourt, he's picked up man-to-man by Jay McCauley. They go left side for Cahokia, and that's Fontez DeBerry. And he holds, gives it back out to Jackson. Then it goes in the corner to Silas. Inside, turnaround jumper is up, no good. Rebound comes off to number 50, Antoine Mitchell.
It's going to be a filling out process right now. Both teams patient. Going to run their offense right now, Ken.
In the corner, out front it goes then, and a Trinity Cahokia ball as Ezra Silas will bring it across the timeline against the man-to-man of Mount Carmel. Goes right side to pressure defense of Cahokia. They get it in backcourt. Miles has it. He's still on the dribble. Goes long pass up, knocked it away, and Danya Jackson saves it. Turnover number 2 on Mount Carmel.
It looks like the referees right now establishing a controlled game and not going to let it get out of hand.
Silas gets in the lane, feeds it off on the right side. The shot by Ford is no good. Rebound comes off in the corner. Picked up there. Danya Jackson goes out front to Ezra Silas. Gets in the lane, stripped away from him. Turnover for Cahokia. Back the other way. The layup is good at the other end by Damian Pearson. Pearson got loose and got the layup. So Mount Carmel gets on top 2-0. 6.5 minutes left to go here in this first period. In the right corner, Ford has it. He goes inside. Danya Jackson, turnaround jumper's no good, but Antoine Ford gets it stripped away. Trouble getting themselves established. Miles takes it down the lane, forces one up off the glass and in. Mario Miles puts it up off the board, and Mount Carmel's ahead 4-0.
Nice little cut move by Miles that time to go soft off the board. Easy 2 points.
They go inside to Danya Jackson. He spins, has a stripped game of the day, the last game of the second session. Danya Jackson puts one up off glass and in. Jackson with a nice turnaround jumper. He gets the first basket. Cahokia presses in backcourt. McCauley throws it long. Goes off the hands of Mount Carmel and then thrown away by a push or a hold.
To see Carver, but there's still a lot of people staying here.
Yeah, they'll stick around a while to see how this one goes. Cahokia, the jumper from outside's no good. Rebound. Ford had it, lost it, and picked up by Lawrence Pickett. Down the right side comes Miles. Miles goes to the right side, back out front to Miles. They swing it left side to Pickett. Pickett looks inside, can't get it to anybody, gives it back to Mario Miles. Miles has it knocked away from him, he picks it back up. Looks for somebody, and now we got a hold or a push on the
start here, Ken.
Yeah, it is. 4-2, Mount Carmel leads it, but Cahokia has the ball. Ezra Silas goes on the right side in the corner to Fontez Berry. Goes to Ford, off glass and in. Vincent Ford, there are 2 Fords. That was Vincent Ford, got the basket, ties it up at 4.
And they both use the glass nicely, I can tell you that.
That was a nice shot that time. In backcourt is Mario Miles. He goes to Pickett. Pickett up ahead to Dan O'Connor. Connor back to Pickett to Miles. Miles, right side free throw line extended, goes in the corner, back out to Miles. Back to Pickett. Pickett loses control, picks it back up between circles. Stops, holds, goes to Miles, left side, free throw line extended, gets into the free throw lane, feeds off on the right side to Pearson, gets along the baseline, and traveled. 5 turnovers for Mount Carmel. Into the lineup's going to come number 33, Victor Junius.
And you're the coach for Mount Carmel. How do you get your guys up? And you got a 1-6 record. They did get the victory before coming in here, but you won this thing last year.
Well, that's the way you get them up. You got, you have to tell them that they have to play hard because they have to, as Rich said, a slow start to this one. Silas has it, dribbles, brings it out front, covered there, man-to-man defense. Silas goes right side to Berry. DeBerry looks for somebody, gives it to Antoine Ford. Back to Danya Jackson out around the three-point line. He feeds inside to Vincent Ford. His jumper's no good. Rebounded by DeBerry. Puts it up, off-balance shot, no good. And knocked out of bounds off of Cahokia, out of bounds. So Cahokia is 2 of 7.
And we've only got a 4-4 game right now.
And they haven't had many opportunities. In backcourt, with their 5 turnovers, it'd be hard to get too many shots. They feed it on the inside along the baseline to O'Connor. He gives it back Inside they go. Layup, good. Nice passing. And that basket's by Victor Junius. Gets the basket. So 6-4. Mount Carmel takes the lead at 3.5-minute mark of the first period. Kokia has the ball. They go to Ezra Silas. He'll fire up a three. It's in and out. No good. Rebound. High for the rebound. Off the hands of Mount Carmel. And back out to Vincent Ford. They feed inside. Danya Jackson with the slam. The lob inside. And Danya Jackson laid it in.
And
tied up at 6.
Nice cut. You could see it coming, and just a nice pass and an easy bucket with the dunk.
Tried to feed inside. Danya Jackson steals it away. That's 6 turnovers on Mount Carmel. They get it up ahead. Kokia does. Go inside to DeBerry. His turnaround jumper's no good. Rebound. Ford.
And I've got a foul on Delbert Howard that time. That'll be his first.
And the first free throw's good by Antoine Ford. He'll get try again. That makes it 7-6. Kokia takes the lead. And they'll try again. This one's up. Rolls around and falls off. Rebound comes off to Lawrence Pickett. Pickett brings it across the timeline on the dribble. Gives it left side to Delbert Howell. Howell feeds in the lane to Junius. Back out it goes to Pickett. Right side, Welsh. Welsh back out front to Pickett. Swing it left side to Howell. Howell tries to go inside. Kick. They go to Howell. He fires a three. It's short, no good. Rebound comes off to Danya Jackson. They run it up ahead quickly. Antoine Ford has it. Gives it back off. Lineup comes Kevin Fry. Fry has it along the baseline. Tries to feed into the post. Knocked away, but picked up by Pickett. Pickett has it out front between circles. Goes in the corner. Fry along the baseline. Forces one up. Tipped out. Picked up by Pickett. Pickett gets the free throw line. Feeds inside. Turnaround shot up and good. That's shot by Victor Junius. Gets the basket.
That shot was definitely made by the feed there. It's just a nice dunk down pass. Easy bucket.
And it makes it 8-7 with 1.5 minutes to go here. Mount Carmel has the lead. Kokia has the ball. Danya Jackson shoots one up. No good. Rebound comes off to John Welsh. So Kokia is having a little trouble finding the range here in the early going. It's 8-7. They trail it. Mount Carmel has the ball. Cross-court pass is stolen away by Danya Jackson. That's 7 turnovers. Up ahead it goes to Ford. His shot's up. No good. And a rebound. Oh, the second team foul on Kokia. As Pickett gets it across the timeline, he goes out front, gives it to Howell. Howell goes in the corner. The shot's up. No good. Rebound comes off and finally picked up by Ford. Fits it forward on the run. Goes up ahead to Danya Jackson, and he slams it home. Jackson has 6.
Well, he was touted as having tremendous leaping ability. What do you think, Ken?
I believe he can jump a little.
Gets a bunch of oohs and ahs from the crowd.
Pickett gets across the timeline. Feed inside. A travel on Jackson is going to sit down after that dunk. So Kokia has the lead, and they have the ball. Get down and along the baseline. They get it into Vincent Ford, and he's going to be fouled. Also in the lineup is Santorian Winters. Number 30, Santorian Winters.
I like that name. Sounds strong, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And Mount Carmel comes away with it. Out front it goes to Delbert Howell. He goes right side to Pickett, back out to Howell, top of the circle. They feed inside to Victor Junius. Back out it goes. Pickett gets in the lane. Howell puts one up, and it's no good. In that first quarter, Rich.
Yeah, they're struggling right now, and like we say, they're trying to find a dunk down underneath and not getting it. They need to open up with an outside shot.
McCauley fires a three. It's off, no good. Danya Jackson high for the rebound. They get it up ahead to Williams. His jumper's up and good. Stan Williams, the left-handed jumper, put it up and in. Makes it 11-8.
Cahokia a little bit more. They're quicker right now than Mount Carmel.
They get it to Junius. He loses it. That's turnover number 9 on Mount Carmel. Silas dribbles out front. Miles with 2 fouls already, playing a little dangerously as Mount Carmel. In backcourt, McCauley has it. He goes up ahead to Victor Junius. To Miles, off glass, up and good on a running one-hander. Mario Miles gets the basket. Makes it 11-10. Silas gives it up on the right side to Winters. He goes inside. Stan Williams turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound. Fought for, lost. Silas picks it up. It gets loose on the floor. Finally picked up by McCauley.
I think everybody touched that ball that time.
They give it to Damian Pearson. He missed the 3. Back the other way comes Kokia on the run. Silas feeds off inside. Williams layup good. Nice pass.
That's just a beautiful pass by Cyrus that time.
Stan Williams. Mario Miles brings across the timeline. Left-handed dribble. Top the circle. Stops. Gives it left side. McCauley. They feed inside. Stripped away. Turnover number 10. Back the other way comes Winters. He feeds off. Stan Williams fires one up. It rolls around and falls in. But Williams, I don't think he was going to shoot the ball, and all of a sudden he had to. He got up in the air. They feed it up ahead. Nice catch that time. Inside, thrown away by Mount Carmel. Picked up by Kokia. Silas takes it down the right side, still on the dribble. Off his leg, out of bounds. Turnover number.
I'm sure his coach is going to let him know about that.
In the corner it goes to Pearson. Then a 3 by Mario Miles is no good. He runs down the long rebound himself. Gets inside, has it stripped away and stolen. 12 turnovers. Up ahead it goes quickly to Silas. Puts one up and he's fouled by McCauley.
Over a tough Marist team today.
At the free throw line is Ezra Silas. His first free throw's up and good. That's the first free throw attempt of the afternoon for either team. Makes it 16-10. Kokia has the lead. The next free throw for the Kokia Comanche point guard, Ezra Silas. He hits it. Into the lineup comes number 14. But we don't have a number 14 on any of our rosters.
I was going to say, I don't have a 14, huh?
So we'll have to see who that is. Mount Carmel breaks the press. They get it up ahead. Mario Miles has it. He goes left side to McCauley. Back out front to Miles. He swings it right side to Pearson. Back out front. Miles gets into the lane. Brings it back out to McCauley. Miles goes right side to Pearson in the corner. Back out to Miles. They just go on the perimeter, and then Miles fires a 3 and hits it. Well, they just passed the ball around out on the perimeter. Mario Miles decided, I'm going to shoot one, and it's 17-13.
A couple more then that can open up the inside for Mount Carmel, and that's what they've been trying to do all afternoon.
Mount Carmel goes to the trap. Kokia gets it. 14 has it, stripped away. Mario Miles had it, lost it. Ball gets loose. McCauley chases down, and well, I don't know. Williams might have traveled a bit, but no call on it. So Kokia gets it back. They go to the right side to DeBerry. DeBerry along the baseline, forces one up, no good. He almost had his own rebound, went over the back, and a foul on DeBerry. No, it wasn't. Vincent Ford has 2 points on the afternoon. He'll be shooting this 1-and-1. Free throws up and good. So makes it 18-13. Kokia has the lead. They'll try to make it a 6-point lead with this one. Vincent Ford looks the basket, puts it up, and it's good. He gets them both. He has 4 points. It's 19-13, 4.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. Mount Carmel in backcourt gets it up ahead quickly to Victor Junius. Back to Mario Miles. Miles holds, looks along the baseline, feeds it back out to Pearson, back to Miles, back to Pearson. 16-footer is good. Damian Pearson hits an easy basket along the baseline after a good ball movement that time. Makes it 19-15 as Kokia brings it down. They go to DeBerry. Inside it goes. Vincent Ford puts one up off balance. No good. Rebound Mario Miles. On the run. Back the other way. Miles takes it all the way in. Uses the left hand.
That's a mystery to us. She's
not
just
in the
came
book.
from nowhere.
We have about 3 different rosters here, and none of them are on there as Mario Miles misses the first free throw. Miles has 5 this quarter, 7 in the game. He'll try again. 19-15 at the 4-minute mark. He misses this one also. Tipped around and finally pulled down by Antoine Ford. Ezra Silas for Kokia brings across the timeline. They go inside Vincent Ford puts it up off glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, back up off glass and in. Vincent Ford with good work.
Both these fours are very active under the paint.
So it makes it 21-15. Pearson gets across the timeline for Mount Carmel. He goes out front to McCauley. They swing it left side, Miles. Miles at the free throw line, back out to McCauley. He fires a three. It's a long three. It's no good. Rebound comes around and finally picked up there by Victor Junius. Gives it back to Mario Miles to McCauley. McCauley goes right side to Pearson. Back to McCauley. He'll try another three, and he hits this one.
We've seen a lot of long jumpers this afternoon.
21-18. Cahokia has the ball in the lead. Vincent Ford from the right side, no good. And the loose ball is run down there by Pearson. Neither team has really shot too well. Too many turnovers for Mount Carmel. They get it in the lane. Junius puts one up and won't fall. Rebound tipped around, gets loose, and McCauley comes away with it. Back to Junius for a long three. It's no good. Rebound. McCauley runs it down on the side. They give it out front to Pearson to Mario Miles. He gets in the lane. Back to Pearson for a three. It's it. Good.
All of a sudden, Mount Carmel's opening up the outside game, and it's making a tremendous difference.
We're tied at 21 with 2:20 left to go here in this first half. Well, if you shoot enough threes, you'll make one once in a while. Inside it goes to Vincent Ford, and he gets the basket. 23-21 as we reach near the 2-minute mark. Mario Miles drives down, puts up one off glass and in. So Miles has 9. Steal. McCauley fires a three. It's no good. And back the other way quickly we go with it. And thrown out Ezra Silas. Silas covered by McCauley. Goes right side. They go inside. Vincent Ford puts it up off glass and in. Vincent Ford has 10-8 in this quarter. Good ball movement that time for Cahokia. They'd have the 2-point lead. Mount Carmel brings it across the timeline. Mario Miles gives it to McCauley. Feeds along the baseline to Pearson. Back out to McCauley. To Mario Miles. Open for the three. Short. The ball comes out long and picked up by DeBerry. He drives the length of the floor. Puts it up off glass and in. DeBerry with the length of the floor. And he got the basket. 10 three-pointers attempted already by Mount Carmel. We're going to have to look up that record for a team. 27-23. Cahokia has the lead. Nick tipped away and stolen from Junius. 13 turnovers for Mount Carmel as Ezra Silas for Cahokia brings across the timeline. They go inside. Donya Jackson almost had it tied up. They get it away. Back out to Ford. He puts one up, no good. And high for the rebound is Antoine Mitchell. Up ahead they go. That was the first three-point attempt for Cahokia. 37 seconds in the first half. 27-23.
Mount Carmel's trying to pull it out for one shot here, Ken.
I would think they would. That only 4 down. They have to feel pretty good about the situation right now as we get to 25 seconds. And it looks like that Cahokia is going to let them go for the last shot. Not much pressure. 1-3-1 defense for Cahokia Comanches.
Considering the turnovers that the Mount Carmel had early, they're riding this game.
Mario Miles fires a three. It's good. 27-26. And that's the way it's going to end. It's at 27-26 at the half. We'll take and for the Caravan of Mount Carmel, they have Mario Miles along with McCauley. Dan O'Connor tipped out of bounds by Pearson. Former Cahokia coach sitting down there. They threw the ball in right in front of him. Donya Jackson has it. He jumps one up from 16. It's short, no good. Mario Miles gets the rebound. So the Caravan have a chance to take the lead on their first trip down in the third quarter.
With that great jumping ability that Jackson has, you want to see him down low, not shooting outside.
They get it inside to O'Connor. Easy basket. Nice pass inside. Dan O'Connor gets his first basket. And Mount Carmel takes the lead at 28-27. Silas on the dribble for Cahokia. He feeds off to Vincent Ford. He spins in the lane, puts one up, no good. Get the rebound, put it back up, no good. Rebound off.
The player slasher type inside, and he hits the boards hard.
Antoine Ford to get it inbounds. He looks for somebody, looks, and gives it off to DeBerry. back to Vincent Ford, and then they give it to Silas to run the offense. Cahokia gives it to him a lot. They go inside. Danya Jackson feeds off Vincent Ford. Has a shot blocked by Dan O'Connor, and McCauley comes away with it. McCauley gives it to Mario Miles. He dribbles, gets the free throw line, feeds off O'Connor. Short jumper along the baseline. No good. Rebound. Fought for, and Pearson gets it. Unless it's the NBA.
Unless it's the NBA.
Then you can wear all of them you want to.
Any professional sport you can.
At the free throw line, Damon Pearson. Free throws a brick. No good. Boy, free throw shooting is unbelievable. 0 of 3 now for Mount Carmel.
That was just a little bit hard, wasn't it?
A little bit. Next one's up, and in and out. No good. Rebound. They get it into McCauley. Right side it goes to Pearson. He goes a skip pass across to Mario Miles, and he traveled. 14 turnovers on Mount Carmel.
And they're not going to start this again, are they? Not after that great comeback.
Yeah, if they do, they're going to be in big trouble. Mike Curta pulling his hair down there in front of the bench. As Melvin Harmon gets ready to come back in for Cahokia, and Silas for Cahokia brings across the timeline. McCauley picks him. They go right side to DeBerry. Tipped back to DeBerry. Back out to Silas. Inside it goes to Danya Jackson. Back to DeBerry. The big man fires a three from the corner. Rebound Vincent Ford. No good, and high. And DeBerry, evidently, his coach didn't like that shot either. So Roscoe Dowell takes DeBerry out. In backcourt, the pressure's on, but Pearson gets it up ahead to McCauley. McCauley to Mario Miles. Miles looks inside, can't get it to anybody. And then he fires a three. It's good. Miles has 15 with that three-pointer there. And a steal by Mount Carmel. Back the other way, Mario Miles. 31-27, 5:50 to go here in this third period. Mount Carmel has the lead and the ball. McCauley out between circles against the zone defense, 2-3 of Cahokia.
Miles is beginning to take this game over.
Miles has it, left wing, free throw line extended, about 25 feet from the basket, goes in the corner, they swing it back to Miles. He goes top the circle, goes right side to McCauley. McCauley right at the three-point line, feeds it back out to Miles out near center circle. Miles dribbles a couple dribbles up toward the three-point line, stops, feeds to McCauley, back out to Miles. Mario Miles looks inside to McCauley. He's open for the three. Good rebound. Comes off to Vincent Ford. That would have been a big three, boy, for them. They get inside. The shot up, no good, but the three-point shot does that a lot to you.
Yeah, it does.
Harmon makes the first free throw. So Cahokia's had a good day at the free throw line. They're 6 of 7. And Harmon will turn Cahokia back within 2, and he does as he hits the second. McCauley gets it up ahead to Pearson. Dan O'Connor in the corner, back to Pearson. Out front, McCauley to Mario Miles. He's going to fire another three, and this one's long and no good, and we got a push on 31-29. Cahokia trails by 2, and they have the ball. Silas goes right side to Vincent Ford. He's double-teamed. He gets it back out to Silas. Fakes the three, gets the free throw line jumper good. Nice move by Ezra Silas.
That's a high percentage shot right there. Little head and shoulder faked and took it in. A little bit below the free throwing shot.
First field goal of the second half. Miles off balance shot off no good. Rebound Danya Jackson. Miles forced that one a bit. Up ahead it goes to Vincent Ford. Layup no good. Rebound Mario Miles. Miles almost lose it. O'Connor back to Miles, and he finally does lose it. 15 turnovers on Mount Carmel. And then it bounces off of Miles. He picks up the loose ball. Oh, fake behind the back. Went in for the layup. And then he gets shoved by Danya Jackson.
That was some head fake. He had everybody looking the other way.
And Cahokia has the ball. They go on the right side to Stan Williams. Williams holds. Feeds off to Vincent Ford along the baseline. He's cut off by Mario Miles. They try to feed inside. Junius almost knocks it away. They get it to Stan Williams. He puts it up and in for Cahokia. Williams was in the right place at the right time. And it's 33-31. Cahokia takes the 2-point lead.
Mount Carmel needs to take care of the basketball.
And Miles holds. He goes right side to Pearson. At the free throw line, Miles has it. Looks for somebody. Gives it to McCauley. Back to Miles. Miles looks inside. Doesn't give it to Junius. Had a man open. Doesn't drive for the lane. No good by Miles. Rebound by Cahokia. Up ahead it goes. Vincent Ford has it in the right corner. He looks inside, gets it to Stan Williams, and we got a foul on Victor.
Yeah. This Mario Miles is some player, and slasher, real good ball control, and he has it inside and out, Ken.
And Antoine Mitchell comes in and replaces, or Antoine Ford comes in to replace Vincent Ford. Tipped away, Pearson comes away with it, goes to the basket, layup, and he's fouled. So Damon Pearson with 7 points goes to the line to shoot 2. Mount Carmel hasn't made a free throw yet, and now they have as he hits this one. 8 points now for Pearson. It's a 1-point game, 33-32. He can tie it with this one for Mount Carmel. Pearson takes his time, eyes the basket. It's up and in and out, no good. Rebound comes off long and picked up by Antoine Ford. He gives it off to Ezra Silas for Cahokia, takes it across the timeline. And a foul with his hand on him was Lawrence Pickett. They get it in to Stan Williams. He's double teamed. Good double team. He splits the double team, has it stripped away from him and picked up by Delbert Howell. Howell on the dribble and loses it, but rolls it to.
That's what happens when you get a big man putting the ball on the floor like that.
Jumper in the lane is up and no good. Comes away with it is Cahokia. It's 10 turnovers for Cahokia. On the dribble is Antoine Ford. They go inside. Stan Williams puts it up over the rim. Rebound comes off to the Caravan.
That time Ford missed a wide open layup that time.
They go inside. Dan O'Connor gets loose, puts it up off glass and in. O'Connor got the ball down inside, put it up and in, and a 1-point lead for the Caravan from Mount Carmel. 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Silas gets in the lane, tries to feed it off. The ball gets loose, finally picked up by the Caravan. On the run back the other way is Howell. He drives the baseline, puts one up off balance, no good. Rebound comes off to Cahokia.
Mike Curta didn't like that shot either. He's up off the bench and he's yelling instructions right now.
Silas gives it to Stan Williams. Stan gets to the free throw line jumper. Left-hander's no good. Line drive. Never had a chance as it didn't get above the rim. Rebound comes off to Mount Carmel. They get up ahead to Pearson. He goes in the corner to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Pearson. They swing it on the outside to Howell. Howell goes right side. Free throw line. He goes to Mitchell. Back to Howell. He gets in the lane, and he's fouled by Delbert Howell to shoot 2. He has no points. Free throws up. Been good. Now he has one. Makes it 35-33. Mount Carmel with 1:12 to go here in the third period.
That's how you shoot free throws.
Well, it looks like this one may go down to the wire. Next one's up, and it's good. He drills both of those. 36-33. 1:10 left to go. Mount Carmel has the lead. Cahokia has the ball in backcourt. Silas goes up ahead to Vincent Ford. He's double teamed. Good double team. He gets away from it and fires one up. I don't know why. First appearance as the first free throw is missed by Santorian Winters. Maybe the best name of the tournament so far.
So far that I've come across anyway.
This free throw is good by Winters. 36-34. 50 seconds to go here in this third period. Mount Carmel has the ball, and you would think they would go for the last shot, but we haven't seen much of that in the tournament so far. Howell has it out front between circles, and a hold. Mike Curta talks to Mitchell, and Ivy brings across the timeline, and he's
all those All-Americans on his team.
A little different than last year. Free throw is missed. Rebound saved. Back in, it goes inside. The shot off balance, up no good by DeBerry, and he's fouled.
And the last,
Mike Curta thought that someone went over the back.
That's 3 fouls in the last, I would say, 35-40.
A couple. This one's no good. He got 2, and everybody was rebounding that one. 36-34, 29.8 seconds left in the third period. The next free throw by DeBerry bangs off the backboard. Saved by Vincent, and then it was on the line. A little bit of a late call there.
There's been more calls in this last minute of play.
I know. Got a lot of silly things going on out there. They get it into McCauley, and I guess they're going to go for the last shot.
You know, you would think this would be the fourth quarter.
Pickett gives it to Pearson on the left side to McCauley. He's out around the hash mark on the left side. In the corner it goes to Fry. Fry holds, then gives it to Pickett. We're down to 6 seconds. Pickett gives off, feeds out front. McCauley fires the three. Short, no good. Tipped up, no good. And that's the end of the quarter. After
drywall finishing, painting, and special texturing as well. Mulvin Painting has been the professional.
Have the ball. They have the lead at 36-34. Not a very good shooting quarter. 3 for 12 for Mount Carmel. 2 for 12 for Cahokia. It's a good thing that each team shot poorly. Keeps it a close game. 36-34, 7:45 left to go. We've just started the fourth period. McCauley has it in the corner. He gets himself cleared out of trouble. Zone defense for Cahokia. McCauley has it between circles. He goes to Mario Miles. Miles feeds to Pearson, and his shot's blocked out of bounds. Cahokia. And 3 for 6 as the jumper in the lane by Mitchell is up and good. So Mitchell gets his first field goal, and it's a 4-point lead for Mount Carmel. So neither team shot free throws very well. Silas is double teamed. They wanted a 5-second call, no call. They get it in.
Yeah, over there is that imaginary box.
So at the free throw line will be Vincent Ford. His first free throw's up and good. It rolled around and got the roll. That's his first point of the second half. Makes it 38-35. Mount Carmel still has the lead. He can get Cahokia within 2 with this one, and he does. 12 points. He's 4-4 from the line. It's 38-36. 7 as we near the 7-minute mark of this fourth period. On the dribble, Mario Miles. He feeds out to Dan O'Connor. Back to Miles. Right side it goes to McCauley. McCauley on the dribble. Between circles to Miles. Miles starts to drive. Cut off there. Feeds in the corner. Pearson fires one up. It's long, no good. And rebound comes off to Danya Jackson, who's been very quiet this game. He looked good in the second quarter, or first quarter, but he hasn't done much after that.
He sure has. I tell you, he hasn't got much inside. And maybe that's what Cahokia needs to do right now. Pound it inside a little bit.
Well, they do this time, and Vincent Ford misses the shot, and O'Connor gets the rebound. He gives it to Miles, and Miles comes across the timeline on the dribble. Between circles, goes between the legs a couple of times. Accomplishes nothing with that. And McCauley has it stripped away by Danya Jackson. 17 turnovers for Mount Carmel. They try to feed inside. Stolen by Mario Miles, and a timeout for Mount.
And you can suit up both, and maybe they can put us through their system, too. They're not doing a thing. They're just going back and forth here, Ken, and it's going to be a matter of who wants it more right now.
Miles gives it to Pearson, and a bad pass stolen by DeBerry, and he goes in for the layup and got it just barely. He didn't use the backboard. That's another turnover, make it 18 for Mount Carmel. And we're tied at 38 with 5:45 and make it 19 turnovers. So they throw it away, and there's no one there except Cahokia players. Danya Jackson has it, stops, holds, gives it along the baseline to Vincent Ford. His jumper's up, no good. Rebound comes off to Mitchell for the Caravan of Mount Carmel.
Wonder what the record is for combined turnovers by two teams.
Well, we only have 31 here, so. Out front, McCauley goes right side to Mario Miles. He's been quiet. He had one field goal this half. It was a 3. He hasn't gotten much as the defense is trying to cover him. They go to Pearson on the left side, back out to McCauley. McCauley on the dribble, brings it back out front to Mario Miles. He gets in the lane, stops, gives it along the baseline to Mitchell, back to Miles. He goes inside, and he has his shot blocked, but we're going to have a foul on it. And O'Connor can't get it inbounds. He finally does, and then it went off Mitchell and McNabb and the others. You can get 20 turnovers and still probably score 80 or 90. So you just don't do that if you don't have that talent. Silas fires one up. It's no good. Mario Miles gets the rebound. That was a 3-point attempt. Only the third for Cahokia. Miles throws it away. Turnover number 21. Up ahead it goes to Silas. Silas gets in the lane. Feeds inside. Thrown away. Stolen away. Picked up by McCauley. Coach Dowell jumps up, and
you've got so many lives, and either you're going to take control or you're just going to lose it.
Rich East had 79, or excuse me, Rich East had 79 shots today. These two teams only have 77 combined right now. Out front, inside, Howell.
Fine job by the official that time to change are correct.
We go under the 4-minute mark here in the fourth period. On the dribbles, Ivy tries to feed inside, knocked away, but picked up by DeBerry. He comes
Out of the game.
and Miles will come back in. Miles, who had 12 at halftime, has hit only one field goal. It was a three-pointer, and he has 15. He leads the way. He leads all scorers.
They definitely need Miles to heat back up again if they're going to have any chance of winning this game.
DeBerry hits the first free throw, and a timeout will bring in. We'll see what happens there in that one tonight. Belleville West, who struggles somewhat on the season, and that one just barely hit the rim off of Cahokia, out of bounds. So DeBerry missed the second free throw. So I guess the timeout by Cahokia iced the shooter.
Oh, it iced him. It has to be tough for to come in and scout teams from out of state.
Well, Murray didn't have many games played when they made the pairings, and it's hard to tell. McCauley has it out front against Ivy. To Pearson, back to McCauley. And Ivy's all over him out front. It's a 1-3-1 zone defense for Cahokia. Ivy does a lot of chasing on the ball out there. They go to O'Connor in the corner, and he throws it away. 23 turnovers. Up ahead, Ivy stops, looks for somebody, gives it off to Vincent Ford. Ford between circles, goes right side. We'll see Cahokia in the regular season this year in the travel. 14.
14 for Cahokia.
3:10 left to go in the fourth period. 39-38. Cahokia leads it, and another turnover, I think. Nope. McCauley was able to run it down. Good hustle by McCauley to save the turnover that time. Danya Jackson almost had it. Mario Miles out front, goes to McCauley. McCauley backs out. Ivy is making him, forcing him out near center court, and he almost traveled. They go to the right side to Pearson. Miles open for the three, no good, long, and it comes out in the corner, and DeBerry picks it up.
It's like the defense for Cahokia making it difficult this time, as it happened in the first time, for them to shoot.
And Mount Carmel puts the pressure on now as Cahokia gets the ball in. Vincent Ford gives it back to Harmon, back to Vincent Ford with Mario Miles on him. They give it to Ivy, feeds inside. Antoine Ford, layup good. Nice play that time. Cahokia gets the basket. They now have a 3-point lead at 41-38. Mario Miles on the dribble, stops, gives it to Pearson. He fires a three. It's good. Well, Pearson fires the three in, and we're tied at 41. That's the sixth made three-pointer, and a foul on. 5 field goals the second half for Mount Carmel as Ivy bangs this one off the board. It's no good. Stripped away, and the ball's loose on the floor. Picked up, back out to Ivy, and he backs out. Ivy stops, gives it to Danya Jackson, then to Antoine Ford, back to Ivy. Ivy doesn't want it too much. He's trying to get rid of it.
Well, they keep giving it back to him.
I know. And they give it back to him again. He holds it out front with a minute and a half left to go. A tie ball game at 41, and he bounces it off. 4 field goals for Cahokia in the second half, 5 for Mount Carmel. 41-41 with a minute 20. Well,
I don't want to say overtime, but
no. McCauley has it, almost thrown away. And Mount Carmel may try to hold for a last shot with 23 turnovers. I don't know if I would trust that, but Miles holds it out front. He and McCauley, and he walked. He just traveled.
Trying to defend their championship, and it's going down to the wire.
And Vincent Ford now, we'll see if Cahokia wants to go for it. They feed inside, throw it away, folks. 16 turnovers for Cahokia with 40 seconds. Can Mount Carmel? They get it in to Mario Miles. And Miles for Mount Carmel brings across the timeline as we near the 30-second mark. Miles starts to drive, gets hit side, puts it up and in, he's fouled. Well, I don't know if that's what they decided to do at the timeout, but it worked. Miles took it down the lane, put it up and in. He has 17 points. This would be a pretty big upset, I would think. Mount Carmel comes in here 1-6, Cahokia at 4-2.
Well, was the thinking that time to score early and then put the pressure back on Cahokia?
I'm not sure.
Or was that just one player's idea to shoot the ball?
It's hard to tell. I think we'd have to ask Coach Mike Curta if they set that play up during the timeout.
And then, of course, he'll
really,
say yes.
I'm,
Not a bad play.
Yeah, and with their ball handling as the way it's been today, as Mario Miles makes the free throw, this might not be a bad idea. 44-41. Kokia needs 3 to tie. They go right side to Jackson. I don't think he's going to shoot the 3. Good pressure defense. Ford goes inside. He gets his shot blocked, gets his own rebound, puts it up off glass. Needs 3, actually. He can only get 2. The first free throw is up and good. He's a good free throw shooter.
Very nice form.
He'll try
Very
again.
confident at the line.
He has 13 points. It's 44-42 with 10.2 seconds left in the game. Kokia's next free throw is up and he hits them both. Now Mount Carmel has to get it inbounds. They do. In backcourt is Mario Miles, and somebody has to foul him. 1 of 3 from the free throw line. This free throw's up and good. Rattled it home. Got it to fall. He'll try again. It makes it 45-43. 5.7 seconds left.
Mount Carmel sends 4 down.
The next free throw by Miles. Looks at it, and it's short, no good. Rebound comes off to Danya Jackson. He gets it up ahead. Vincent has it forward, fires the 3. It's no good, and Mount Carmel's won it. Mount Carmel wins it 45-40.
backcourt, Chris Johnston. Bevel catches the Belleville West. Mighty Maroons. Passing to Jones, the right of blocks. But it's off those hands and taken away by McCullough in the caravan. They come left to right. Marlo Miles has it, 6'1". He's a junior. Miles in the backcourt. Left side, Damian Pearson. Throw corner now McCullough. McCullough, nice bounce pass. Low post, turnaround jumper is missed. No good by Mitchell. But Miles, second effort. Scores it for two, and that's how we begin this one. It's 2-0 in favor of the Caravan. Miles did a nice job. Rebound on the weak side and went back up with it. King of the foul line. Ball taken. He loses it. Here comes Miles. He's got an easy break for two. West is going to have to take better care of the ball. Already a couple of turnovers there. 4 quick ones for Miles. 4-0 the Caravan. Johnston scoots it to Osborne. Right of the lane. Too strong. Air ball. Taken away by Dan O'Connor. The big guy, 6'5", and stocky. Miles now, wearing number 40, pulls up the bounce and sends it to 41 in the first quarter. Obviously just went away. In the ninth section from Trout, this is a quarterfinal game in the winner's bracket side. The winner to the semis. All alone King, baseline right, 7-footer, no, tip noser off of whom? Well, that's the basketball. Dumps it down low, turnaround, good by Zach Osborne. So West is on the board, they trail 4-2. Miles races it up in the front court between the leg dribble. Bounce pass now on the right side for Mitchell. Stuck just above 6 in the first period. Roy King on the high pass. Comes across the timeline. In the center jump circle. One-on-one against Damian Pearson. Ball nearly stolen, but King picks it up. Pagala, he takes that. 2 for Belleville West early on. Marlo Miles handles the basketball. He's on the dribble drive shot this season. Belleville West 2-4, Mount Carmel 2-6, but they're still playing for all the marbles here. That means they're way shy of the men. Well, it shows that that's it. Marlo Miles putting up 4 points for the Caravan. Puts up it. Tries to get the back in. The second attempt, no, so nothing. Roy King. King with it on the left wing. Gets by Miles. Miles comes from behind, pokes away, somehow gets the basketball. Johnston back. Shot up no good. Tip no good. In the lane. Shot rejected. Miles gets it back. He leaves it. Here comes West. King comes out of the foul. King still with it on the high dribble. No look right side Johnston. 7 away coming. Johnson gets off to a good start. Hits his first shot. Belleville West to me. He's scoring tonight. Keep him in the game. 5 1/4 in the first period. Miles on the left-handed dribble. Looks down low, goes in the far corner. Antoine Mitchell back outside McCullough. Falls to the West Maroons bench. Miles looks to the basketball. He had a whole lot, Rich. To the low blocks. That is Mitchell. Drives toward the hoop. Scoop shot no good. Mitchell gets it back. Up again. This time he doesn't miss. Mitchell's first basket, and he's got a lot of size on Michael Jones underneath. King for West. Cross courts it to Gully. Left wing Johnston. Top of the key King. Comes to the left of the key. Now back between the wings again. Number 24, Roy King, a 5'11 junior. Below the hash right side. Now hands it out to Gully. Gully pulls up the bounce. He's really being hounded by Miles. He gets rid of it to Osborne. He checks low, but sends it outside to Johnston. Johnston against McCullough. Fires it for Belleville West. But the basketball is in the hands of the Caravan and Miles. Miles, again, well, he's consistent. 0 for 3 at the line, and really none of those 3 have been close. Roy King has him in the backcourt. He'll take his time across the timeline right side. Now he goes to the left side. Jude Gully holding high. Looks in the paint, but takes it himself. Now pulls up the bounce on the baseline. King thought about it. Now takes it. No, he passes on. They had nowhere to go. Here's that guy Miles again. That's 6 points, but he missed 4 shots from the stripe. Color on the wing right side. Fires it over to Mitchell. Now Miles, 19-9 plus away. Shot no good. The long rebound comes away to Marcus Gully. Quickly down the floor to King. King turns and spins for a shot rejected there by Julius. Was picked up by Damian Pearson. Miles back to Pearson. Right side. shoves it over to Miles. Left side McCullough. Johnston on him. Delver left to the man. On the baseline, Miles. Sends down the baseball pass to McCullough. Inside 3, 18 away. Ball off to the right. Ball one top. The West Marines have the basketball. They trail 6-4. King gets by his man. They tried to hit Maxson, who's in with the Belleville West, and the pass was short. Miles above 3. The right side is Pearson. Pearson, one hands it up, no good. Rebound, Michael Jones. Gets it flat-footed. Maxson has it above the hash right side. Between the circles, King. Left wing, Gullis. Down the low side. Maxson sets it up outside for Osborne. Now Johnston. Here's Maxson. He's free. He likes it. He takes it. He hits it. Mark Maxson, a very good shooter, and he was on the bench these last 2 games. He sinks it, so he has 4 points. Yesterday he came off the bench and struck for 20. He made 5 trades. That ain't all bad. 8-6 West, 2:41 in the first. Pickett has it at the top of the key, rolls to the right side. Checks in the baseline up in there, checks in the low post, same thing. Miles, McCullough. Outside, it is Damian Pearson, loses the basketball, puts it back. Fires it inside, turnaround shot, short by Junius, and it is off of Michael Jones. I think it was a tough shot there. No pressure as Chris Johnston eases it across. Carmel gets set to make another substitution. The jump pass to Osborne, the foul line right side. No, tapped around, picked up by Marlo Miles. East kicks out of the backcourt to the forecourt. Goes again, goes between the leg and behind the back. Pulls up the bounce. Still has the basketball. Top of the key to Pearson. Right side it goes, and we've got a held before 200, a junior. Miles takes one way, goes another, and lays it through the net. Miles with 6, then most of the Caravan scoring in the first quarter. 6 of the 8 were tied at 8. 1:42 in the first. Bounce pass left side to Gallo. Sends it to the top of the key, and Jones. Right side for King. Tries to jump it up, instead he comes this way to Gallo. West will try and regain that lead. They just do get it into King. King back on top now. Being guarded by Miles. Right side for Maxson. They are on him tight. That's Jay McCullough. Maxson over to Gallo. Between the circles. Go with the basketball. Ball nearly stolen. Now it's loose. It's picked up by Osborne. West in the Caravan. The winner into the semis. Maxson has it. Has to hurry. He just gets it into King. He's tripped up. No call pass. Swatted away by Julius and into the hands of the Caravan tonight. Down low. Punch in the first quarter as well for Mount Carmel. Here's the Caravan. We're still tied at 8. The ball thrown away right to the hands of King. One man to beat by his Miles, and what a great play he makes. And he keeps it inbounds for Howe. He comes back left to right. Although Miles shows some quickness. We're under a minute. In fact, it's 45 now. Just tied at 8 apiece. That's it for the scoring in this one thus far. King below the hash on the right side. Tries to get left first quarter. Maxson looks in the far corner. Check Maxson on the far side. Well, it's 8-8. Will the tie be broken here? Yes. Roy King gets the first. And on there. And here's the second. He spins the rock with the deep breath and the deep bend off the back rim. No good. He wants it. It's McCullough with the basketball. Jay McCullough across the midcourt stripe. Picked up by Maxson. Off sideline. Down to the left of Watts. Back outside again to Howe. He drives, dumps it off. Shot low. Put no good. Loose ball. He wants it. Belleville West claims it. 18 seconds left. King. Check the clock. We're down to 13. And now down to 10. He comes to the left side. Maxson. He love it through attempt. Osborne the deep corner. Down to 5 seconds. That's Gully with a holding eye. Down to 3. King jumps to the baseline. Left. 16 away there. Well, if you're looking for Bella's a good team. We're back to live action. Beautiful drive and a layup by Gilbert. Marlo Miles with 6 in that first quarter. Carmel, Antoine Mitchell also with a basket. Meanwhile, for Belleville West, Mark Maxson off the bench with 4. King lobs it to nobody but Howe. Here's Howe up the court. Ball gets away and picked off at the backboard, as it turns out, by Maxson. He's much too far for Mr. Pearson. Belleville West. Oh, knocked away. I mean, to tell you, 11-10 West at the basketball. 7:24 left in the first half. Number 22 between the circles. Puts the dribble, hands off to King. King comes left to right. Now back to the key on the run. 12-footer. Nice little lever there by Roy King. 5 for him. West on top, 14-10. Bounce pass left side of Howe. Banks shoots it into the left side. Now back out to Howe outside 3. Doesn't take it, comes to the key. Who's in the lane? Shot, no turnovers in this game so far for the Bearbat. Roy King is good on time. He's a junior guard at 5'11". He has 5 points. This one up no good from Maxim from long range. Zone bucket for Belleville West. King screwed up, comes to the left of the box. They all back off, so he puts up a shot that doesn't trickle in. It goes up. Maxim for West. Lakeside jumper, just net. Roy King has 7. West loses one 15-10. Bounce pass stolen away by Taylor. And here's King. He turns it up the notch to Maxim. Nice catch. McCauley comes over to help out. Right side Gully. Jumps it up right side. Jumper is right there. Marcus Gully with his first 2. And West is up by 7. 17-10. Even in the second quarter. McCauley on the dribble. Top the key. Down there. He took big time Jones. Here comes Maxim on the crossover dribble. Bunch the shot. Dishes off Jones. Right in the box. Shot short. Tapped around out of bounds. West will return. Basketball game. O'Connor on the far sideline. Got Osborne. Here's King. Steps inside the paint. To Gully. Down low. Shot rolls in. Gully with 4 now. And another good pass there inside the Belleville West. Well, he making it happen. Four for Gully now. It's 19-10 West. Miles 23 away. In and out. And a foul on Osborne. He pushed off against the Caravan trailing 19-10. They only have 2 points in this period. Miles gets himself loose. Shot way off the board. No, doesn't touch the rim or nothing. Here's Roy King for West. In the front court to Maxim. Right corner Gully. Gully looks in the paint. Now to the right of the lane. Osborne. He tries to connect with the cover Jones, but it's too far. Taken away by Marlon Miles. Up the front court on the left-handed dribble. Lane left side. That's Pickett. Pickett still with it now between the circles. McCauley. Bounce pass right side. Mitchell dishes off to Miles. Top of the key McCauley. 4:52 in the second. Carmel down by 19. Shot up, no good. Rejected again by Jones. Mitchell didn't get it, but the Caravan keep it alive. Shot goes awry by Marlon Miles. Back comes Belleville West. And Maxim has to be careful. McCauley playing some good D on. A man open down low. Nice speed to King for 2. Beautiful. Nice job. Belleville West really executing well here in the second quarter with the passes. Yes. And now time out for Carmel needs a basket with. 4 guys in the scoring column for West. Only 3 for the Caravan of Mount Carmel. On the left side with the basketball, He goes on top to McCauley. This guy never sits down. No leg pass from Pickett down low to Mitchell. Nice pitch back to Pickett above the 3-point line. They swing around the other way to McCauley. Dumps it inside to Mitchell. Sends it back outside the 3. McCauley has it again. 4 minutes left in the half. That's O'Connor. Nice bounce pass to Mitchell. Uses the score for 2. And Mitchell, he has a big body, 6'4", 205. You guarded Mitchell with 4 points. He's a load down under. He's right on top of Maxim though, so he doesn't get a chance to prove himself. King will, late to crosses it and hits it. Roy King's red hot now. That's 8 in the quarter, 11 for the game for Roy King. He's had a couple of good games. For this point, 3.5 in the half. McCauley below the hash left side. Belleville West in the tight man-to-man. Good defense. They got thrown away in the back court, and it's picked up 4 games. They should have a pretty rescue team. King holding high on the near corner. And Maxim did not start again tonight, but things seem to be working quite well. Then coming off the bench. Osborne in the right corner. Mitchell all over him. And away from the ball. In the does it there. He misses it, but gets it back in the foul line. Side for the 3. That's his second 3. 7 in the game for Maxim off the bench. Worked out kind of nice, huh? McCauley, left side. For Damian Pearson, back to McCauley. Miles to the right of the team, backs out above the 3-point arc now. Near corner goes to Pearson. Pearson doesn't want it. To Mitchell at the right block. Back out to Pearson for three. No way. Mitchell tracks it down low for Miles there. Pearson saves it. Baseball passes inside. He gets batted away right to O'Connor. He walked no call. Shot up. No good. How that didn't go, I do not know. It's halfway down. It came out. Federal West has it. O'Connor not getting his shots. The ball misses an easy basket there. 26-12. West Maroons as we come to the 2-minute mark in the first half. Osborne with dribble drive baseline left. And it rolls it away. He stopped, wanted to go outside the Maxson, but it's stolen away. Now Miles quickly across the lane to Mitchell. Well, was that sport? Nice. The line changes, that's right. 4 at a time, right? Hockey, I believe, huh? King fouls from 22. Straight away, no good. The high cam comes to O'Connor and is quickly up to Miles. Miles, the wing right side, gets by Zolli, takes it to the basket, forces it no good in the foul. Well, Miles with a nice move there as we Marcus Gully in his shoes there, and he goes back to the free throw line where he hasn't shot well at all. Not hardly, yeah. Well, 6 points and 3 field goals. He is up for 4 at the line. Miles gets 2 shots every time he's there. Hasn't connected yet. Just 5 team fouls still on Federal West. And now West. Chris Johnston checks back in the lineup. The 5'9" guard. Checking out for the Maroons is number 22. Marcus Gully, who just picked up his second foul. Okay, Miles is number 5. Oh yeah, he cans this one. He hasn't missed more than 4 in a row. Is he a little to the left on the line this time? This one just passes in a point. Right, he's off center just a bit. That's like he's moved a little bit. That's right. 26-14. It doesn't quite move. The Federal West. 140 left. First half. Bounce pass right side. Look forward. 22 away. There's by Maxson. Nice 10. He doesn't need much time to shoot. He came off a quick turn. That's his first 3 of the game. Beautiful. Miles. Crossover pass to McCullough. McCullough bounce pass right side. Pearson looks inside, goes out to Miles. Miles bumps his man. What do we have? The poor guy Johnston gets Russell. He got called, but I don't believe he was set. At least the call goes and full bounce pass. Drove it outside to McCullough. Maxson picks him up at the top of the right side. Marlo Miles. It's come back over to McCullough. Right wing. Walk with no call. That's how all the work is here. Well, he got away with one there. Al got away with one. Gets his second basket. 4 for him, man. Now Carmel needs him to do more scoring to get back into the game. Let's see how West plays it. 50 seconds left. We're up by 13. We're going right for the hit. Look at this guy. Chris Johnston gets the trifecta. How about that? It's 32-16. They have doubled the caravan. Can't miss from the outside right now, good West. Oh, Miller walks every time he has it. This one way off balance, doesn't go over. It's finally in the hands of Miles. As it really turned out far. Deep between the circles, McCullough now to Miles. Drives on the left side off the square. No good. Ball tapped out to it closed down. This guy. That's 3 baskets for Al. 2 in the quarter, 6 for him. Haven't called it yet. 32-18, 7 seconds left. Oh, look at this. See what I tell you? He just scored 4 seconds left by 14. Maxson inbounded. It goes to King. The lob is taken away by O'Connor. We're down to 3, down to 2. Johnston has the Georgia Silver West gets it back. Shot left. Miles. Miles in the wing, right side. Over Howell, left side. Down at the top of the key between the leg dribble. Penetrates, loses the basketball. It's picked off there by Federal West. Johnston has it. West by 14 with the basketball. The door by 16 or 17 with that trade. Johnston skips to the top of the key. Pushes off King in the lane. Left side of the box to Jones. Out top it goes to Johnston. Shot no good. That rebound comes off to Mount Carmel. On the run is Pickett. Pickett. Shot turnover against Mount Carmel. The ball goes to Federal West. Cash. And throws it into Roy King. King with 11 in the first half of this basketball game. Comes to the left side of the left-handed dribble Gully. Gully, lane over to Osborne, the left of the key. Back to Gully again to throw corner. Guarding him is Howell. Now it's sent to Jones. Turnaround. He had 21 last night. 13 in the front half. And this one kind of dripped off to the right. It is still 32-18, 55 seconds gone. Up and now, 33-18, Belleville by 15. Belleville happy to be up at such a big lead with no production from Jones scoring-wise in this game. Allen, Carter, Pearson back out to Howell. Right side, Miles. Miles still in it now, left wing to W9. And they sent 3 guys to the back court. Johnston has it though and gets by 2 guys to the front court. Across the timeline left side. He's double new turnovers as they'd like. Johnston has it. He's hounded. We've got all kinds of action at the line. It's finally picked up and thrown down by Howell. Nice steal. 8 points for Howell. He's 33-20. West by 14. Gully. Gully trapped it. Gets rid of it to Osborne on the near sideline. Wayne goes it across to Johnson. Touch pass to Gully. Now between the circles to King. Miles on him. King still with it. Tries to pass over Gully and he kicks it. No call. Johnson goes to Ash left side. Here's double team. They're all over the outbounds to Baldwin left. They finally do with Johnson. Johnson's the cutter. He tosses it up to the right of the lane. No good. The rebound is Andrew behind. The back dribble out for Howell. All the way. Gully comes away with the rebound. Man, they're on him tight. He gets rid of the ball somehow with King. King races up through the key. At the head of the key. Now the wing left side. Pulls up the bounce. Tries to hit Jones. It's stolen away. And a nice foot job there by Pearson. Marlon Miles now. He drives on the run. No good. Gully comes away. 2-1 in scoring in this period. Now Carmel can't get the ball right now. Now Carmel can't get it. Oh, for everything. Marlon Miles. Everybody wanted to stop. But Miles flies in for the easy 2. At least Coach Kola and Ray Albert are talking things over. Shot by Gully. First is Cam. Not a good time there for a technical on your bench after they forced a turnover and Mount Carmel scored and they're starting to show spurts to run. This could dry him out a little bit now. Second? No. Gully hits 1 of 2. French. Okay. Lead above 5 in the third quarter. King to the right side, right on the sideline. Has it knocked away. Carmel, that's it. We've nearly played 3 minutes. It's 34 points less in this half. In the backcourt, the toss goes to Roy King. King with 11. 8 to second frame. Comes to the foul line. To hit Maxson. It's fouled away, but it's regained by Gully. Gully didn't shoot that one. Max with a nice crossover dribble. Comes to the first slot. Let's see if Mount Carmel can convert here and cut into this lead. Could cut it to 10, maybe 9 here. Marlon Miles has the basketball. The right side to Damian Pearson. Back out top. Miles. That's the throw. Big basket for Mount Carmel. Miles with 5.5. And 13 in the ball game. The lead cut to 9. 34-25. West by 9. They have the basketball. That's King. Tried to jump it up. Ball knocked away. Maxson long range. Ball off to the pass. It comes back. It doesn't go. Miles behind the back in the back court. In the key. Through the shoes. Scoops it up and goes! We've got a foul. 16. He was seeking to bring his caravan club within 6. A shot short. Miles tries to foul his other. Pearson has it. Pearson with a step. 2 on him. Moving the backcourt. Chris Johnston at 5'9". Gets around Miles. Pushes it up quickly to King. King wants to hit Osborne, but he can't. Left side Maxson. Follows to Johnston. They try to go in the lane to Osborne. But the ball picked away. Here comes Marlon Miles. Miles left wing pass Pickett. Pickett inside 3. Now right side for Howell. Howell behind the 3 to the free throw line. Right side Pearson. No good. From goal. Full court pressure applied. King double team with a nice jump pass to Johnson. It's 3 on 2 West. Jones baseline jumper. Left side kick. Michael Jones finally scores his first basket with 3rd point of the game. And Belleville West snaps a long coach stop. Marlon Miles. No look left side. Shot up. No good. Tip no good. Miles comes to Pickett for a while. He comes out with 4 fouls. Jones studies in front and the number 2, 4 points now. It's 47-27. West by 10. Now Mitchell checks back in for the girl and checking out is Dan O'Connor. have to hit free throws down the stretch. It's going to be a long second half. Michael Jones, no. And the guy who just came in, Mitchell, has the easy rebound. Powell at the top of the key. Drives to the left of the lane. It's by Miles before this. It doesn't matter. 2 out of 8. Oh, it's like there's bases on balls. It's killing the Caravan. 2 out of 8. That's really struggling from the line. Mount Carmel's going to need his free throws. There's another. Will it be a better one than the first? No. In and out. Tip, tip. Now they're going to get Osborne over the back, looks like. Position down. Looks long and goes outside to Miles on the right side. Miles turns, spins, and sends it to McCullough between the circles. Left side now, Howell. Howell with the ball played at the top of the circle. Mitchell. Back to Howell. Here's McCullough. He doesn't take the 3. 2:55 in the third. Dribble drive, now the handoff. 4-2, and that was Howell. Howell with the basket and a good push by Davian Pearson down low. Mount Carmel cuts it into the 10-point lead. A real nice look. Ball screen away from Howell. McCullough. Jay McCullough to Howell. Real play. Too hard. Tip. No good by Mitchell. Ball loose. Mitchell. To Howell. Got it. A little reverse shot. 6 in the third, 12 in the game. 37-31. The Caravan within 6. Johnston, low left McCullough to Maxson. For Jones, turnaround, 8-footer. Low off the back of the rim. Osborne had it. He loses it. A scramble for it. Who wants it? Miles. Miles loses it for Davian Pearson. And now Miles again. In the near corner to Pearson. To Miles to the wing left side. 3-2 on the high dribble. For Miles, another basket. More intensity shown on the faces of the Carmel players, and they're going to look to win this game to within 2. A technical might have helped. Miles off the pick, off the square. No, doesn't go. Rebound up, on the foul. Last night, he just looks like he's going through the motions. Here's Pearson, 2 shots. They have been very unsuccessful from that 15-foot line. And man, oh man, it continues. This is just ridiculous. Get a dozen little free throw shooter from the grade school ranks. Boy, I don't know how, not knowing the team, I don't know how much they work on free throws. They need to do a lot more of it after tournament. Hey! Bust open the Champagne. 37-34. The Caravan whipping 3. Well, the ball loose. Picked up by Miles, and they're all over him. Looking for. Well, he needs somebody to steady their offense. 6 turnovers for less than the third quarter alone. Water Miles between the legs once, between the legs twice. Left side, McCullough. Top of the 3, Howell on the drive. No. Win the game. It's 1 out of 2 from this mark. Look for slight bend, shot up, good. That's a dozen for King. Breaks his drought. Elbow West, topping Mount Carmel, 38-34, top 23 in the third. Here's another. Long. The whip rebound. And still has into the front court. Behind the pack and between the legs. Left side Howell. Near corner for Pearson. Pearson holds it way out top to Mitchell. The big guy doesn't know what they have to do with it. He gives it away to McCullough. Now between the circles, deep, it's Marlo Miles. We're 105 in the third. Jay McCullough again to Miles. Johnston picks him up. Now one shot from Mount Carmel looks like it. Maybe not. Nope. In fact, not at all. And he's stolen the one. Here comes the third with Master. Oh, beautiful. Maxson. Inbounds to Mosley. Back to Maxson. Outside to Luke. Outside King. King jukes. Now puts it up in 18 back. Hey, did King to knock down that jump shot. He did. That's 3 now in the quarter. 35 seconds on the scoreboard clock. Myers loses it. Everybody for him as Howell. Bounce passes it to Mitchell. Uses his body well. The shot no good. This time rejected by Jones. Really? Jones with 5 blocks in the game. 2 on that same trip. Down to 20 seconds. McCullough with the mid-court circle. Still with us. We go at 13-12. Ball's out of play. It's 10 seconds on the clock. The Caravan down by 6. Miles wants it, he has it. He's outside 3. 5. He lets it fly. No good. It's tough to let him. Gets it in deep. And so now we're through 3 complete quarters. We're at Trout Gym Maze. Marines holding it. We are scoring in quarter number 4. West with the ball with a 6-point lead. King comes to the wing left side and way away from there, a foul. More than matter. We're going to see some free throws in this last day. Well, maybe this kid can knock him down. You think so with these there, huh? Hollywood. 16-8 in that period. 52nd as well. It's up good. Nice goal there from McCullough. A Caravan within 4. Here's King. He tries to run it up, and he's stopped short now. It's up against Maxson anyway. Maxson near the center stripe to King. Right side quickly to Johnston. Works against the little guy, McCullough. They're about the same. Wing right side, Maxson. He backs it out. Caravan in the tight man. Maxson still right between the lines. Over the left side King. Osborne down the far corner to Johnston now. Left corner Maxson. He strokes it from there. No good. Long rebound to him. Now out of bounds. Maxson had it, lost it, but out of bounds off Mount Carmel. As it turns out, couldn't handle it. Clock at 7:17 in the 4th. West leading 40-36. They have the basketball here. To the left of the bucket is Maxson. On the keep that intensity out there. Maxson with the rainbow pass to Jones. Backs off a bit and drops it in. Jones finally with a big basket. They're trying to come off a little bit. 6 points now and a half. He has that some just hasn't done enough offensively. Howard, no corner. Antoine Mitchell. Up top it goes now to Pearson. McCullough again. Bounce pass near side Miles. Miles moves back to the bucket. Outside the line now. Dribble drive left side. 12 away. No good. Off the back of the rim, but it comes out on top to Pearson. Right side. McCullough! Basket for Mount Colorado. Pearson went 3. They hit McCullough with 5 on the quarter. How about that? Joe McCullough suddenly with some points. Trevor Russ struggling to get across front. Now it's Springer. We got a man open. Tyler Miles, the reason to. He's got 19 and West. Bingo. 41 West. Second, same as the first. 2 out of 2 for King there. He has just one that went astray in him tonight. He's 4 out of 5. He has 16. Above 6 in the 4th. Rise to the next shot. Johnston has it. Everybody in the pile up. Which way is he going to go? It's a hell ball. Should go to West, I think, on this ultimate possession. Now it goes to Mount Carmel. A lot of bodies flying around on the floor here in the second half. Both teams doing a good job of hustling. Those loose balls, which are all big at this point. Mount Carmel can come within 1 or tie it with the trifecta. O'Connor. He eyes it, and it doesn't go down from long range. The long rebound run down there by Osborne. Johnston turns and spins. He is post, no call. With the King, with the ball, King air ball. 20 on the right side. Maxson ball from 20. Maxson. West needed that. Maxson with his 4th 3 in the game, but only his first basket of the second half. And that gives West a little bit of a spurt. Miles tries to answer. No good. Tip off. No good. Dagger. Mount Carmel's hard to do. The big 3 now. Johnston quickly to King. All the way off. No call. King goes coast to coast and knocks it down. Score on the club, 8-2 again. It was 49-41, but Mount Carmel was right there, but now Paul West has some breathing room again. Pearson jump step. Shot block. Way out of top. Nice block by Zach Osborne. Johnston now the pick of Osborne. On the baseline of but when he has it, been big ones. On the backcourt, Marlo Miles. He's been the next for 19. Gives it up in the corner to McCullough. It's the winner above the hash right side. Long bounce pass. And to the paint goes high shot. Again turned away by Jones. Picked up by O'Connor. McCullough for 3 left. That's 8 points for McCullough. All here in the second half. 8 in the quarter. Jones with 6 blocks though for Beverly West. King between the circles for West. The Maroons lead it by 5. On the far sideline, Maxson, you want to come out on top on him in a hurry. King tries to lead him out. Steal by the Caravan. Here's Miles. Takes his time, comes to the left of the tank. Backs out again. Over the line. low block in front. O'Connor trouble and gets it out of the Howell. He drives. He scores! I'll tell you what, Howell's a little bit of a highlight film. That's already 8 points and a half there. He had some moves tonight. The caravan within 3. Maxim in the far corner. King caught 3, takes it inside. Maxim at the line left side. Hands off to Gully. Gully splits the defense. Off the back, no good. Osborne sticks it. Zach Osborne just with 4, but boy, that's a key too. That's a big basket there. Osborne on the weak side rebound. Got good position. Long bounce pass to O'Connor. Flip the reverse. Off this throw. Things are heating up. It's 51-48. West by 3 to half a half. First basket of the game. Gully on the baseline left. He's double team. Miles knocks the way. Steals it. Here it comes. 4 and none. McCoy going. Good. It just hangs in and goes down. What a play for McCoy. The big spin again. Shot up. Oh, yeah. The other one. Right here. Drive, Rip. Got to get him to go, shooting straight like that. Free throws. Free throws. That's right about it. Watch it. There we go. Yeah, we're tied up at 51 all. 3-12 in the game. Double West against full-court pressure. Maxim hustles it into Johnston. He runs it up quickly in the front court. No look pass to Osborne. Has trouble. Maybe he's going up there now with the University of Hayes. Here's Osborne. Deep to the ground. Up long. They got rid of that note and tie. Very early in the game now. Back up off the bench. Osborne misses a free throw. West has led it 11-8, 32-18, and 40-34. We're tied at 51. Oh, we got one off the backboard. Oh, sure. Wow. That's the way they're going to make them. 52-51 West. Miles around Johnston. Up in the end. Good. He just buried it. The guy's pretty slick. That's 21. Mount Carmel at 53-52. 2:50 in the fourth. Maxim near the center stripe. Right up King. Down the floor from the Maxim 23. Hey, how about that Osborne right there? Somehow they're in the fourth. Osborne getting active after Maxim missed. Went right back up with it. West by 1. The caravan with the ball. Who else but Miles has it? Miles moves up from 18. No good. Ball tipped around. O'Connor has it at the foul line. Go out of line. O'Connor did a good job. That's his 4th rebound long in the quarter. Kept that ball alive for Mount Carmel. All below the hash right. Red hot. Miles. Miles around Johnston. Jump pass. Howell. There he is. High off the glass for 2 more points. 5 in the quarter. 17 to go in the caravan lead. 55-54. Maxim for the ball by West Maroons. Up the wing right side. Long bounce pass to Johnston. Near Connor Osborne. He's not going to take it there. No way. King, wing right side. Maxim will take it. It's launched. It's short. Osborne. Battle sport. We go down. It's a baseball pass to O'Connor. He leaves in the backcourt for Miles. Johnston on him. Miles spins around him nicely. The wing left side. The lob for McCullough. Above the hash right side. Pearson back to 10. The little guy sizes it up. He wants to put the caravan up by 2. No good. Pearson there for the rebound though, and he sends it back out to Miles. Above the right left side. He's still with it. He's double teamed. He jumps it up to Howell. 1:16 left in the game. The caravan have the ball. They're up by 1. Howell swings the basket. What a move by Howell. Team over him. The caravan by 3. King of the run. For 15. One remaining. Mount Carmel by 1. Deep in the backcourt is Miles. John out of 7. Is good. He rattles it in, and he is relieved big time. It's a 2-point caravan lead. Here's a big one again. He's a 3-point margin. It's up in the end. No good. In and out. Rebound is loose. Miles gets it and tied up in the end. What we got to do? It's into Johnston. And now it's set off for Mr. Roy King. He has 18 points. King to the front court to Maxim. Osborne near corner. Looks in the paint. Still has it. Right wing Johnston. Clock down to 40. West down by 2. They have the ball. King over the yard. Drives to the paint. on the run. This is offside, over by Osborne. Jones on is a good guy. Jones takes his time. It's up. It's no good. In and out. Run down finally. Somehow they have to throw it in. It's inbound at the Pearson. He's in the front court. We're down to 25. On the left side, McCauley. McCauley still with it. Running down seconds. Down to 20. Miles jumps it over to Pearson. They're trying to foul. They can't now. Goes out. Up and up. And the rebound. Looks outside. Still looks. Gets it in. They give him a 3-point mark. And now, the Caravan leads 59-56. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here for the finish of this one. That was the real breakthrough throw. At least it should prevent a win by Belleville West. Should they connect for that through, they could only tie, and this one wouldn't put it away, but it gives them a nice little breathing room anyway. Yeah, Bill Schmidt calls a timeout for Belleville West. They want to discuss with his team what they want to do after this next free throw from Pearson. I'll tell you what's hurt Belleville West here in this late in the fourth quarter, as they haven't been getting on the boards, blocking out often this free throw group, because Mount Carmel's had a lot of second chances off in this free throws, and once again, that's what resulted in this free throw. Belleville West not doing a good job blocking out. Belleville West had this one bagged to have 42-18, but Mount Carmel would not give up. Don't ever give up. And they lead 59-56. Damian Pearson has another toss coming. He's knocked down 2 out of 3 for his only points. Damian Pearson looking for some scores here. 14 points for Marlo Miles alone in the second half. Jay McCauley with 2 big threes for the Caravan. He's got a total of 10 alone in the half. Dan O'Connor's done a good job of counting the ball underneath. And Delbert Howe, what can you say about him? He's got 15 alone. All right, here we go. Pearson looking for a 4-point lead. Puts juniors ready. You measured it. It's up. It's down. And the Caravan for timeout. And Rich with 12.6. He's throwing the ball for West. Osborne sends it in between. He hasn't touched it yet. The clock hasn't started yet, but now it does. Take it to the front court. Uses a lot of time. We're down to 8. They're down by 4. What the heck are they doing? Maxson jumps up and forces it. He's sharp. Picked off there by the Caravans. Miles, and that's going to be it. Well, we got a foul, but the game is over. Some of them know. You're exactly right. Guess what?